little bit of a Hobbit type vibe, a little bit of Irish jig.
There'll come a soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, Lord.
You know the words.
Olay, 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 O Lord. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, Lord. There will come a poet whose weapon is his word.
We're not going to listen to the whole song here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the AfroMattt Show. This is episode number not 100. It's 203. Episode 203. It is an honor to be here. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is a news, comedy, entertainment, education, conspiracy, comedy, satire, satirist, satire, I guess. Entertainment, educational, news, whatever. It's a little bit of everything. We toss everything, and whatever sticks, it sticks. So we're just tossing shit at the wall. So this is if you're coming back, thank you for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. Even if you're just a lurker, even if you don't post any comments, I still appreciate you. And I do feel honored to have 1 hour of your week to fill your ears with the dronings of a madman. So this is it has been a tough week, guys. Also, I know this is late, and I'm going to be honest. I get paid $0.00 from this show. So I get it out. My one guarantee is there'll be one a week. You don't know what day, and you don't know if it will be actually within the week, but it'll be close to a week every week. So, it is what it is. If I start making money, I don't do this for money, but we'll get on a schedule sometime. But this is, it's been a tough week. Not for me. It's been a great week for me. I'm not sick anymore. The allergies are gone. My throat has healed up. I can keep on doing my RFK without shredding my voice. It is smooth sailing. Whereas on everything else, pretty much everything else is bad. But the world might be in a bad spot, but things are good. Things are good because a new season of Love on the Spectrum has been released. I repeat, a second season has hit the Netflix servers. I'm talking new returning Spectrum people like your favorite Connor, James, the guy with the long hair. Guys, if you haven't seen this show, I'm not even kidding. I recommend this to everyone. If I ask, first thing I say, do you have Netflix? They say yes. I say, have you seen Love on the Spectrum? They say no. I say, you're wasting your time talking to me. Go watch Love on the Spectrum. It heals you. Whatever empty whatever empty hole you're trying to fill with Amazon packages or cigarettes or caffeine. God knows there's a lot of holes to fill. Pause, but also unpause, because there's a lot of empty holes a lot of people are trying to fill. This show will fill up your holes. Mega pause on that. I don't know how I'm trying to, guys, it's a good show. It's the thing that I love about the people on the spectrum in the show is they're at the same time they're relatable and extremely not relatable. They say things that you think out loud that you would never say out loud, but it's more pure. They're like a pure version of a human. If people weren't corrupted with like greed and delusions of grandeur and like all the shit that makes people the worst to be around, they have like none of it. These people aren't their aspirations aren't to own a Fortune 500 company unless, well, the spectrum, it is a very large spectrum. So, I mean, Elon Musk technically is having love on the spectrum. That is a different kind of that's too far in the evil spectrum. These are pure individuals. I mean, the there's a couple, the one thing that they're bonded over is their love of stuffed lions, like lion plushies, the Lion King. Their name is Abby and Mark, I think, but they love lions. Their aspirations in life, when they talk to each other, they're thinking about getting married this season. Major spoilers, by the way. So they're thinking about getting married this season. I haven't made it through all the way, so I don't know if they actually do pop the question. But they were talking about they want to get married. Where they want to live? They want to live right next to the San Diego Safari Zoo. They want to live. They want to buy the closest house to the zoo as possible. That's a quote. They say, "I want to buy the closest house." Not even. He's like, "I just want to be close to this safari zoo." That's true love. I mean, really, that is true love. It is finding one thing. Then there's this one girl, this new girl, who loves the T train. I guess it's like a train that goes through Boston, but she loves this train. And she's telling the cameraman during her interview, she's like, "I just want one thing in this world, and it's for my girlfriend to like the T train." That's love, guys. If that's as simple as it can be, that's as simple. I mean, it really is. I mean, you don't have to do much more. You don't have to. Your soulmate is out there, and you're looking for too many things. That's what the show. You're looking for too many things. Oh, they've got to have my same political views. Oh, they've got to have they've got to have hopes and dreams. No, you have to like lions. This is how it's supposed to be. I mean, it sounds like I'm joking, but no, this is like truly. More people would be way happier if the outside world was like just simplified to dating on the spectrum. Like that's like the level that people were operating at. It's what type of like there's this one guy, guys. I love this show. If you don't like the show, skip it. But there's this one guy, every date, instantly tells every girl all the things that he likes. Right off the bat. I like cars. I like trains. I like... so he's like going through all of his... Actually, he goes through animals. He's like, I like cows. I like horses. I like pigs. I like cats. I like chickens. And he goes through the entire... like his whole catalog of things he likes. And then he goes through things he doesn't like. He's like, I don't like spiders. I don't like... He's like, I don't like snakes. I don't like skunks. He goes through all of them. And then he's like, after, like, just on ×2 speed. He talks on ×2 speed. I think his name is Tanner. He's the GOAT. Actually, Connor, guys, by the way, Connor's the GOAT. But, so Tanner, and then the girl is just like, Tanner will be like, and now what do you like? What type of things do you like? And she'll be like, I like dogs. Wow, I like dogs too. That's as complicated as a relationship needs to be. And I mean, it's the most wholesome thing, because they say things that they think things, and then they say it. They verbalize it exactly how it's supposed to be verbalized. It's not going through any filters of what is this person going to think about me when I say this. They'll look you straight in the eyes and say, your smile is radiant. Wow, that is, I mean, it's powerful. It is powerful to have something so unfiltered and just unfiltered and raw and pure. Like, that purity is only found in an autistic person. They feel everything. They feel like that everything is just like turned to 100 on them. I do kind of wish I could maybe live the life of someone with, like, I'm on this. I'm definitely on some sort of spectrum. I'm on a spectrum. But I don't have that sort of like major up and down kind of like, I don't have that raw sensitivity. I just don't. It's not something I have. Maybe I'm more towards the Elon spectrum, which is unfortunate. The Elon Zuck autism pipeline is dangerous. Because then you're taking like there's like a little Chinese girl who has bad eyesight and like pseudo autism. And it's like that, it's a pseudo pipeline. I'm not saying she's like going to be an Elon Musk or something, but I'm saying the pipeline of like taking kids that are like just good at something and then slowly sculpting and taking their, like molding their interest from lions into coding is the pipeline. That's the Abby to Elon pipeline. It's dangerous because it's autists only. The future is autism, by the way. The future is autism. The only people that will control anything that has first off, the richest people in the world already are the most autistic. Besides Jeff Bezos, he seems like the least on the spectrum of all the rich people. If you hear, what is that guy named? Something Sam Altman or something, the guy who made ChatGPT, that guy's autistic. Elon Musk, autism. Mark Zuckerberg, autism. It's like the spectrum is that's the end. It is what it is. The end goal of everything is to hire the most autistic person to do the job. You want to find someone whose autistic specialty isn't lions, but coding software for facial recognition. That's what you're looking for. That's what businesses, I'm sorry to say this, are looking for. They're looking for someone whose autistic specialty, they call them special interests in the show. Like one girl's special interest is like American Girl dolls. For instance, Lockheed Martin is looking for someone whose special interest is in AI navigation software programming. That's the dangerous. That's war on the spectrum. That's what it is, and that might be the title of the episode. But guys, go watch the show. It's pure. It'll fill your holes, fill you right up with joy and comfort. And I mean, it's the closest I've been to crying in a long time. I'm just gonna be honest. It's pure. It's purity, and it brings back feelings of like young love and dumb love and autistic. That purity is it's special, and that show captures it. So, I mean, guys, I've ranted on enough about this show. Just watch it. If you have Netflix, go watch it. That being said, let's go on to the real news. Uh-oh. Oh no, what's that? Let's play that again. Oh no. What does that noise mean? Oh, that means the stock market is crashing. Oh no. Oh no. So everyone knows Donald Trump put his new tariffs in place. It was April 2nd, I believe. So like 2 days ago. His things go into place, and he calls it Liberation Day. I'm not too sure what that means, but since then, the stock market now, the Dow tumbles 2,020 points. Bonds rally. I'm not too sure what any of this means. I mean, 220 points. I mean, what do points even mean? What's a point? And see, this is why I see everyone kind of like upset about this. Like, oh my God, did you see the stock market? Are you guys tired of winning yet? You don't own any stock. You own nothing. And I mean nothing. You barely own your car. That's people asking. I look at, and I know I'm not supposed to let like TikTok comments and Instagram or Twitter comments get to me, but people in the comment section that are saying, "Oh, are you tired of winning now, magtard?" You own nothing. Why are you talking? It turns me into Queen Antoinette. Why are you talking to me? I don't own it, guys. By the way, I don't own any stock, so I don't care. This is why I don't get why they're upset. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You're telling me all the stock I don't own just went to zero? No. That's, guys, who cares? It's fake. It's been fake all along. Let it go to zero. Let everything go to zero. It's not real. And the sooner the people understand this, God, it just frustrates me beyond belief. I have someone in my TikTok comments message me and say, "Oh, are you tired of winning? Are you tired of winning now?" Bro, what stock do you own? Oh, I didn't know you were a major shareholder of... My bad. I didn't know you were a major shareholder of the Dow, whatever that means. Right? Oh, my bad. I didn't know you were a major player in the stock market. You're retarded. If you're crying about the stock market, I mean, maybe maybe boomers are upset because their 401ks got hit. If you're my age and you're complaining about the stock market going down, guys, I'm going to let you in on a huge secret. The stock market, it's fake. They are putting this is what is called, I'm calling sales. Like, this is rapid fire. This is Black Friday for stocks. Donald Trump said, "Hey, everyone, this is..." I don't know if this is actually what he did, but this is what I'm projecting that he did. He said, "Hey guys, April 2nd is Black Friday for stocks. So if you want discounts on stocks, people will line up at Walmart and Target for hours to get a TV at 4% discount." Currently, right now, the Dow has dropped 2,020 points. What's that as a percentage? It's down negative 10%. Is that what this is? Negative 10%. Guys, you can get 10% off any stock right now. Any stock right now. It is Black Friday on the stock market. Join. Instead of complaining, how about you actually get invested before you start complaining? And once again, guys, I'm not invested, and this is not legal advice, and this is not financial advice. But if you're going to sit there and complain about the stock market, you better be invested. Then I'll listen to you. If you're just complaining because you see numbers going down, and you're like, "Oh, but the economy." If I hear someone say, "What about the economy?" Bro, the economy is in your head. It's in your head, not my head. It's in your head, And every person listening here, the economy exists purely in your head. If you want to spend money and walk around thinking everything's going great, what do you think the Amish think right now? Do you think the Amish are concerned about the economy? No, in their head, they're thinking, "I'm going to build a barn with a bunch of my cousins." That's what they're thinking. "I'm going to build a barn from wood with a bunch of my cousins and pick it up." Have you seen them? They pick up their barns and move it. Like 100 people pick up a barn and they move it. That's what they're thinking right now. Because it's in their head. The economy's in their head. They're like, "Oh, I'm going to trade. I'm going to go and my hammer is getting dull. So I'm going to take my hammer to Cletus, to, what would it be a name? I'm going to take my hammer to Elijah, and he's going to fix my hammer, and I'm going to give him goat's milk." That's what they're thinking, right? The economy's in your head. If I mean, what are you upset that Starbucks might increase their prices? Starbucks has been raping you, openly raping you. My cat's getting disturbed now. My cat looked at me like he knows what I'm talking about. Starbucks has been openly running a train on you. All these corporations have been running on a train on you for years. For years. And now, because of the tariffs, you're going to start complaining. Oh, it's the tariffs. Oh, the tariffs are why the price is going up. No. It maybe, yes. Maybe in practice, maybe yes. But also, they were going to go up anyways. Whether now or 5 years from now, you were going to be penetrated without your consent. Your wallet was going to be penetrated without your consent either way. Whether Trump raised him by just doing it, or 5 years from now when they say, well, our margins are looking a little tight. Starbucks is now $10 a coffee. Whether it happens 5 years from now or when Trump says, hey, Colombian coffee, we're putting a 25% tariff on it. And then Starbucks says $10 a coffee. Whether it happens now or happens later doesn't matter. It was going to happen, and you have to open your eyes to the fact that corporations are openly running trains on you every day. Every day. Now, the only way that you can defend, I'm going to give you, this is where the value comes in. This is why you listen. I'm going to tell you how to fight this. You have to look at the things that you're buying and guys, it's this easy. Put things back. Just put things back. Maybe you grab a box of Oreos, and then you get to the checkout and you go to scan it and you say, you know what? I don't need Oreos right now. You know what? I don't need an $8 pack of Oreos. I just don't need that. Right? Or option number 2, you go to Aldi's or something like a cheap place. Shop cheap and buy cheap. Buy off-brand. Although I did go to Walmart and the off-brand pistachios were only 8 cents less than the name brand pistachios, so I bought name brand. But I'm saying, I said it last episode, learn to cook. That's how you fight this. Learn to cook. Make your own furniture. I mean, that's how you really defeat this whole, that's how you unmolest yourself from the corporations, is learn how to make a table. Make your own table. Buy from thrift stores. Don't buy from Shein. Don't I think that this whole tariff stuff is a little bit overblown. If you need to, and I think Tim Dillon said this, you need to learn to get by with less. Right? Now, I mean, he was being a little bit hyperbolic, which was pretty funny, but he, it's we don't want to go to we definitely don't want to go to like the Newsies, like Oliver Twist, we don't want to go back there where it's like, can we have some more, please? We don't want to make America that, we don't want to go back that far. But like let's hope that's not the again that we're talking about. When we say make America great again, let's hope it's not like delivering newspapers and kids taking smoke breaks from their factory jobs. Maybe if that happens, it's a problem, but maybe we go back to when you didn't buy, when maybe we got to go back to a time when you wanted something, you couldn't just instantly buy it. We got to bring back buyer's remorse, like or like the hesitation, because the whole job of like a business is to reduce the friction between you purchasing from the moment that you crave an item and when you purchase it. They want to reduce the friction between those two as easy as possible, to make it as easy as possible for you to spend the money without actually thinking about it. We've got to go back to a time when if you wanted something, you had to like look it up in a magazine. You had to think about it. You had to, maybe save a little bit for it. And then you get, and I wasn't even around during this time, by the way. I'm nostalgic for a time I wasn't even alive for. but you know, like maybe it's like a VHS or was it VHR tape. Because I don't know. Like I think there's cassettes. So maybe there's a cassette tape that you really wanted as a kid, and you saved up. What was it? Probably $10. And then your mom had to drive you there, and then you had to walk there and talk to someone. Maybe we just bring back. Well, I think the peak America time was Blockbuster. That's what I'm maybe thinking is like the Make America Great. Let's just go back to right before Blockbuster went bankrupt. Right before it, when you're walking around and they have that little, you know, I was very young when Blockbuster was a thing, but I remember vaguely shelves, and all the movies had the thing facing the front, so you could see the cover. And I would walk by and I would see the scary ones like Saw and Chucky, and I would walk by them really fast and just peek at them so I don't get scared too much. But I would look at them pretty quickly. I would walk by, and then I would see some of the ones I like, the Iron Giant, stuff like that. And then you open it up and you see if it's actually available. And then you go to the front, and they had the snacks. I think they had like Whoppers and Sweet Tarts and stuff like that. That moment right before they collapsed and like lost to Netflix and then Amazon and was gobbled by everything, right there is where we need to go back to. What year was that? All right. Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy in 2010, and by January 2014, the last corporate-owned store closed. 2010. We've got to go back to 2010. The music was actually great in 2010 too, I think. That's the you had the Black Eyed Peas. Let's get retarded in here. You know, the bass keeps rolling. And then you had what did you have in 2010? Was that Gangnam Style? You know, maybe 2010 was the peak human civilization. Pretty chill. Everything wasn't gobbled yet. It's crazy that was only 15 years ago. In a 15-year timeline, like when people say, "What's your 10-year plan?" Guys, this was a 10-year plan. In 10 years, Amazon and these multi national conglomerates gobbled literally everything. They went on a gobble spree in the span of like 10 years. I'm nostalgic. I wasn't even alive. I was 10 when they went out of business. The S&P 500 dropped 6%. NASDAQ 5%. Guys, these are sales. These are sales numbers. When you see these, it doesn't mean the economy is doing bad. It doesn't mean anything. And you'll hear economists talk about your basket of goods and your whatever, and they'll be like, the economy's doing worse than ever. People's basket of goods. No, your basket of goods is personal to you specifically. If your basket of goods cost goes up, you change what you buy until it's the same. That's your basket of goods. It's just how things go. Things will guys, things are gonna break. I don't want to be like a doomer or like a negative Nancy, but things are going to break. Things can only stretch and grow so far. It's So it's like, I mean, it's just a matter of time. It's like whatever Trump does, prices will go up. The prices were going to go up anyways. 5 years, 10 years, whatever. It just speeds up the process. And I'm all for speeding up processes. There's one rule, and I think you should live this. If you fail, please fail fast. Fail fast, fix it fast. That's the one rule that everyone should live by. If you're going to fail fast and don't fail the same way twice. That's like, just do it quick. Get it over with. Peel off the Band-Aid, get it done with. If you do something stupid, learn from it, At least you did it when you were a kid, right? And you were like, oh, you jumped off a roof and broke your ankle. At least you did it when you were a kid and not when you were an adult, when you have a job and you have to do shit and your parents fail early and fail fast. That's speed up the process. You got to speed up the process. Learning. That's learning. That's what we're doing. I'm all for I am all for speeding up the process of the world's eventual collapse. Does that make me a bad guy? Does seeing all these negative numbers kind of make me a little bit giddy? Maybe. Let's see. What are these tariffs numbers? These tariffs. Oh, these tariffs. I also saw someone say they thought it was a guy named Tarif who's coming for our money. Yo, Tarif is coming for our money. Yo, they put Tarif out for China. So let's look at these numbers. These are the reciprocal tariffs. China, tariffs charged to the U.S. So China's charging us 67%. And I don't know where they're getting these numbers. I don't know how accurate these are. This is what the U.S. discounted reciprocal tariffs, 34. So I guess that's 34% off of our matching 67%. So we're doing 33 to them. I guess that's how this works. European Union, 39. So shoot, Vietnam, why are they 90% tariffs? Taiwan, 64. So we're getting tariffed, and also I got this. This is so funny. I got this from, there's a subreddit called dropshipping. This is the dropshipping subreddit. This guy asks, would Trump's tariff affect dropshipping items? Here's their top comment. Also, guys, dropshippers are scumbags. I said it before, the best thing to come out of the tariffs are dropshippers dying. Here's what will probably happen. Item is shipped from China to customer. Number 2, whatever courier is handling the shipment has a 30% import tax on the item when it arrives at the U.S. Shipping courier bills the recipient customer for the duties they cover and charges them some fees. And then 4, the buyers who will not receive this extra charge are going to lose their shit. That's how it's always worked in other countries, VAC, import taxes. If you don't inform the customer up front that they'll have to pay import taxes, you're going to walk into a minefield real quick. So, I mean, if you don't know what a drop shipper is, they sell Chinese shit online straight from the distributor, and they just ship you just Chinese bullshit. They don't hold or like warehouse any of the actual goods that they sell. It'll trend, and it's all about trends. So it's like fidget spinners. Oh, how can I drop ship fidget spinners? And you want to get like good SOE or what? It's all bullshit. It's bullshit. It's like, how do I get good numbers? How do I get my name up on the Amazon wish list? And then they click on their Amazon link, and it tells you that to buy something from a Chinese person, and you send it to them just from China. So it doesn't even pass you. It is a middleman distributor. Dropshippers are scumbags. But yeah, so we got Tarif here with a bunch of numbers. Tarif. What do we got, Tarif? We've got China, Peru, everyone. Everyone's getting a little chunk, too. Everyone's biting off a piece. Serbia's getting 74. Laos with 95%. What do we have against Laos? Is that Laos? I kind of want to see what some of the other people on that dropshipping subreddit said. God, really is a subreddit for everything. Let's go by controversial. I think dropshipping is going to take a serious hit, and I'm here for it. Weed out the gurus and Shopify kids. What's this have to do with gurus? This will affect real dropshippers who don't sell $1 or $2 items. Yeah, guys, think about all the people that sell $10 junk. Won't you think about the drop shippers? Won't anyone think about the drop shippers? Please. How will the drop shippers react when the Trump tariffs hit? My genuine reaction? Just deadpan. I don't care. I don't think I could care less. But we'll have to see what my basket of goods looks like. Once it starts affecting my basket of goods, cigarettes, weed. No, I'm kidding. I don't smoke, but Coca-Cola, not Coke, but like the Coca-Cola. If my basket of goods, which is orange cream Coca-Cola and ramen noodles, the red box, Shin ramen noodles, if those two get hit by the thing, it's over. We've reached it. Let's see. So we covered the stock market, red alert, everyone panic. Is everyone panicked yet? Are we panicked yet? Well, if you're not panicked yet, this should panic you.
If you have a social media page, make sure it is not filled with commentary on the Middle East. And when a Palestinian student objected, the dean of the journalism school, a man called Jelani Cobb, stood up and said to the entire student body, "Nobody can protect you. These are dangerous times." That's journalism students at Columbia University in the United States being told to avoid posting, publishing, writing anything that might upset the current administration in the United States of America, and being
AKA Israel. What he's saying right now is he's talking about a journalism school in Columbia, which who cares? That's not the point. The point is that the person said, don't say anything bad about Israel because we can't protect you. Right? They are abducting. It is, guys, they might come in an unmarked van. If you're in America, if you're anti-Semitic, they might come in an unmarked van and take you away. Like that one girl who was handing out Hamas membership, whatever she was doing, pamphlets. The Tufts girl, the girl from Tufts, who got loaded into an unmarked van and disappeared, like in 1984, for saying something bad about Israel and something positive about Hamas. Say what you will about Hamas. They are terrorists. They are they blow up things and they take advantage of their own people and use them as body shields. All negative things. But if I raise a couple suspicious eyebrows, if I raise my eyebrows when I hear anything about Israel, I raise my eyebrows like this. Tell me more. If I read a lot of interesting things about Israel intelligence and their relations with America, and I start saying, am I at risk of being loaded into an unmarked van for saying, I'm just going to, just for an example, that like Israel through the Mossad has blackmail on almost every American politician, and therefore they own America through their blackmail operations. Would saying something as absurd as that land me in an unmarked van? We're getting pretty close to where, yes, maybe it would. Guys, and of course, that's satire. That's satire. I wouldn't ever say that because I'm not anti-Semitic. Would I say I'm pro-Semitic? Maybe not. But look, I look Jewish enough to where it's like, if we're going to be protecting the Jews, I'm part of the protected class. I can say I'm part of the protected class. I'll just shave like my upper beard, like my mustache, and then just go with the chin strap. Keep my hair curly, maybe shave it and just do the curls on the side. Wear a yarmulke, and then boom, I'm fully Jewish. No one will be able to say anything to me. I'll be able to walk around and say hakabach and malachma and shabbat shalom and shabbat shalom and all these fun words that sound pleasant to the ear, and maybe I'll get an invite to those cool tunnel parties, stuff like that. And none of these things, guys, I'm not, let's continue. Let's continue with this.
Told by their own dean, the dean of their school, nobody can protect you. These are dangerous times. And J.D. Vance stands up in Munich and claims that our freedom of speech is somehow under threat. Listen to this.
So that is, it is very concerning. If you want people to not be like conspiracy noticers, I think that's what they call it. That's the dog whistle. I'm getting better at these dog whistles, guys. So the noticing. If you want to stop people from the noticing, which is where, and once again, the only reason I know this is from extreme research against it, right? I'm sort of think undercover operative is a situation. Okay, so the noticing, I'm not even gonna go into it. Just look up the noticing. Look up your favorite CEO. Just look up your favorite CEO. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. If you want people to not notice, right? Like if you want your end goal is to be like, hey guys, they're actually super chill. What is the big deal? Grabbing people in unmarked vans and like disappearing them from their family and loved ones is it's not epic. It's definitely not epic. I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being finding $20 in your pocket and 1 being stepping on dog shit. It's somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle there. Donald Trump posted war crimes on his Twitter page. So let's look at this. This is Donald Trump. These Houthis gathered for instructions on this attack. Oops, there will be no attack by these Houthis. And this is a drone shot, and I'm not even kidding you. And I don't know if I can play this on YouTube, but I'm going to anyways because I think it does need to be seen. It needs to be seen. This is a gathering of Houthis, which, if you will remember, that's what the I think they were calling it Signal Gate, the Signal group chat. This is a video footage from, I believe, a drone missile system. And the Houthis are in a circle. It doesn't look like they're having a meeting for an attack. It looks like they're doing maybe a long string of like the game of telephone, maybe. Or maybe this is like a prayer circle. I read somewhere that this may have been a celebration circle for the day after Ramadan. I don't know what this is, but they're all gone. So this is a video of Donald Trump. What I can only say is boasting about shooting a rocket at what might be terrorists. And I'm going to be honest, even if all these people in the circle were terrorists, this is a crazy thing to post on your Twitter. A absolutely crazy thing to post on your Twitter. So here it is. Zeroing, boom. Rocket fired, dust. Go to camera 2. Dust is settling. People are gone. They're dead. They're gone. Dead and gone on Twitter. That's for Twitter. There's the crater. The crater and the thousands dead. So, I mean, Trump posting that on his Twitter. This is why I just want everything. Just accelerate everything to collapse. Accelerate things. Get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off. It's not working. It's not working. We've got to nuke ourselves into a period where we're all fighting for survival, and in a landscape like The Road, like the book The Road. That's what humanity deserves, is the book The Road, where we've nuked ourselves into a holocaust where only people that are willing to eat other people survive. That's the hell that the human race is going to bring upon itself on Earth. I, for one, welcome it with open arms. Never thought I would say that in my life. But, I'm obviously being facetious. I always thought it was facetious, but that does sound weird. It's facetious, I think. Yeah. But, things have got to speed up. Things won't last forever. This Trump cabinet is proven in a single week that they might be the most retarded people on the planet. We've got Luigi Mangione might face death penalty for cold-blooded assassination of United Healthcare CEO Pam Bondi orders. So Pam Bondi, I think is this blonde bitch, is calling for the death penalty for Luigi and Mangione. Luigi Mangione, they are willing to turn, and I'm always kind of like a truther. I kind of want there to be like, guys, maybe Trump is doing this because he wants to create Luigi Mangione and prop him up as a martyr. And then he wants 1,000 other people to rise up and do, peaceful protest situations. Maybe, but also that's unlikely. But, so they're calling for the death penalty for Luigi Mangione. Luigi Mangione, Hot Luigi, as some people call him. Who is she? She's the Justice of Peace? No, the Attorney General? What is she? She is calling for him to die. If you kill it all comes down to who you kill. It's not the killing that's the problem, it's who you kill. And that should tell you a lot. I think that should tell you a lot. If you go up to a homeless man, if Luigi went up to a homeless man, put a gun to the back of his head and shot him 3 times like he did the CEO, he might get his own podcast. He would get a podcast sponsored by Spotify. He'd have guest spots on whatever. He'd be like maybe a Kyle Rittenhouse type situation. No, but he killed a CEO, which is the cardinal sin, because you killed someone who has money. If you kill anyone who has money, that is what we consider a cardinal sin. You cannot do that. Kill a homeless man. If you're going to kill anyone, kill a homeless man. Guys, once again, I am joking. Do not kill anyone. This is not an incitement of violence for YouTube. Please, these are jokes only. I know you're watching this because I probably had to message you. I'm talking specifically to the person who's reviewing this video after I've denied the claim and appealed it. I'm talking to you specifically. That's a joke. It's all jokes, right? I'm sure, honestly, you feel the same. Okay. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Let's go on to TikTok time. Unmarked vans coming up to your place of work. It's putting you in the back seat
Creamer. Sugar.
because you're... Okay, here we go. This is this is a guy trying to order at McDonald's using AI.
Vanilla creamer. Sugar. Vanilla cream.
2 vanilla creamers and 2 sugars.
Was that a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit?
No. 2 vanilla vanilla
Give
shot.
her a chance to talk.
It's a robot.
Okay. Was that a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit?
No. A large coffee with 3 creams and 2 sugars.
All right.
No
Was
vanilla.
that a bacon?
Was that she
instant
almost said?
coffee.
Was that a bacon, egg, and cheese?
Was that a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit?
Okay, sorry, what's your name?
Yeah, sorry.
Was that a bacon, egg, and cheese? Dude, McDonald's just really the AI just really wants you to eat a bacon, egg, and cheese from there. And I'm not gonna lie, bacon, egg, and cheese sounds really good right now. I actually had a bacon, egg, and cheese this morning, so it's not like I'm jonesing for it. But all right, let's do a couple more. Let's do a few more TikToks. Here's a video of some nice kids. These are the children of ISIS making a gesture of beheading at the
We're
white
going to
the
behead
woman
you, they're
reporter.
saying, alongside cutting motions. Look how young these kids are. I mean, some of them don't look more than 6, 8, 10, but they're making very violent gestures towards us.
Oh, no.
And this is what many are
No.
worried about, because they have been kept in this very difficult...
Guys, you know what? I say we should open our borders. And I think that people making beheading gestures towards a reporter should be let in. Writ large. That's a new word. Writ large. Just all of them. Yeah. So little kids making beheading motions with their hands should be let into every country.
that ISIS will soon be back in control and freeing them. Most of the people in the camp are utterly
can-
dependent on aid, and 70%...
They can be changed. I believe in change. I actually do believe that people can change. I think you can go from wanting to behead a white woman reporter to a stable job at Starbucks.
Nah.
You know? I think you can make that change. Here's Mr. Beast proving once again that he is maybe the biggest piece of shit on
Something
the
I think
planet.
every platform.
This is Mr. Beast on a Zoom call with... Now, this is a nightmare blunt rotation. This is Mark Zuckerberg and someone else. This is like, I think maybe someone's podcast or some shit. And then Mr. Beast. This is weaponized autism. This is the war on the spectrum type situation. This is... But he's giving Mark Zuckerberg ideas for how to reduce that friction, like I was talking about earlier.
It's like another thing that feels archaic is when I'm on Amazon, I just one tap buy. I just tap and it just shows up on my doorstep. But when I see ads on other platforms so many times, like even on YouTube, like if I hold up a product in a YouTube video, like go buy this pin, it's like you would think you could just tap on the pin and then just go same address as normal and you just hit yes. And, and same thing on Facebook. I always, especially because you guys have our card saved and things like that. So I always
Zuckerberg
wondered
is
why
salivating.
it's not
Zuckerberg
more
loves
frictionless just to
this.
buy stuff, because all the time.
Zuckerberg is creaming his pants right now listening to this. He's like, holy shit, we should do that. You should be able to click on any item right now in the background of my video. Click on this. Hey, click on this lamp so I get money. Click on this lamp. Hey, guys, click on this bust of, who is that? Oh, that's Dante, the writer of Dante's Inferno. Click on this. Hey, click on this beanie. Do you want this beanie? On the YouTube video, click on this beanie and it'll get shipped right to you and I'll get a bonus. This is the world that Mr. Beast wants us to live in.
It's not more frictionless just to buy stuff, because all the time I see things, I'm like, oh, I'd buy that, but I'm kind of lazy on on content. I know Instagram Shop and things like that, it's a lot less frictionless, but I make videos. So particularly on videos, I'm like dying for some platform just to figure out where if I just say, hey, buy this, it should just be super frictionless without even leaving the video so it doesn't kill retention. Just tap and then just a notification in my head should pop up. And
Mr. Beast, I mean, did you guys catch that? He said it doesn't, so that without leaving the video so it doesn't kill retention. This guy thinks in only algorithms. This guy is the Antichrist.
even leaving the video so it doesn't kill retention, just tap.
And I mean that metaphorically. I'm not religious. I mean that in the metaphorical sense of all that he represents.
Without even leaving the video so it doesn't kill retention, just tap and then just a notification in my head should pop up and just go same address. You just hit yes and then it just, that's it. And then the video just keeps playing. You know what I mean? Conversions would be so much higher and people would enjoy it so much more. So
conversions, retention, that's all he cares about. Not once did he mention entertainment, by the way. Not once did he mention making actually good videos. Retention, conversion. You are, if you transact with a Mr. Beast video and a transaction is you watching it, if you transact, you are actively feeding the demon. You're feeding the demon. I've refused to watch Mr. Beast. I implore you to do the same. You are feeding a demon who's bloated beyond bloat. And he's sucking you. He's sucking you fully. Here's a pastor who had a bit of a funny moment.
And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors.
Now
close the doors. It's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100.
Oh, yeah.
Because again, it costs to sit up here.
He's saying, hey, guys, everyone here in the front row, I need $100 for God. By the way, I need the $100, not for me, or not for any mysterious gambling debts I might have. This is for God.
And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm going to have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk.
Yeah, I want to see that money. Yo, I want to see that blue. Yo, this guy also, maybe, is that a golden, like, studded out wristwatch? Bro, put your wristwatch in the tithe, bro. Tithe that wristwatch for a brother. Put your Rolex in there for a brother. I'm getting carried away.
I'm going to have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving.
Yo, this guy's veneers. Pop those veneers in the basket.
Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk.
The gold chain.
Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people need to give $20.
Dude, this guy sounds so desperate. Also, this is what my channel is going to resort to, guys, by the way. You know, you'll know I'm done. You'll know I've sold fully out. Like if I do blow up, you'll know I've sold out fully when I say there's 1,000 people listening to this. I need $20. Lock the doors. Lock the doors. Lock the doors. Ushers, lock the doors, please. Let's close them doors. I need to see that money coming. I need to see that. This is pretty much also, this right here is kind of the same vibe I get from Twitch streamers.
$20. 1,000 people online need to give $20. This is easy, saints.
This guy has some debts to pay. That guy's scared of someone. He borrowed money from the wrong guy. Yo, I need $20,000 tonight. Preferably in unmarked bills. Here's a video of Netanyahu talking about noticing. Here's a video of Netanyahu giving a silver buzzer to, for some reason, I didn't know they were chill like this. He's giving a silver buzzer to Netanyahu. You will know that Mr. Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, got a golden buzzer. I didn't know the silver place buzzer went to Netanyahu, or went to John Fetterman. He's governing on the spectrum.
Does everything? How about giving him a beeper?
Oh, it's a.
Now, this is a silver-plated beeper. The real beeper is like 1/10 the weight. It's nothing. Really? Yeah, but it changes history.
You know, when that story broke, yeah, and I was like, oh, I love it, and now it's like, thank you for this, yeah.
Wow, Fetterman on camera says, my favorite part of last year was when you blew up people's buzzers after 10 years of them having them as a long operation where you sold them buzzers with explosives in it. He said, I loved that. He said, I loved that, by the way. That's John. That's, I don't know if his name is Mark Fetterman. I don't know. It's Fetterman something. All right. Let's watch one more video. What do we got here?
Okay. Are you still close with your friends from back home?
Yeah, I am.
This is the newest famous twat on the internet. This is Chapel Roan, who arguably, she makes good music. I'm not going to lie. Some of her songs are pretty catchy. The Pink Pony Club. Oh, keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. You know that. But she's also this is an excellent example of someone who's sold their soul maybe without even knowing it. Cuz she dresses like she's a Nephilim clown or something like that, and she wears like trans makeup, not necessarily, drag makeup on stage, and she just generally turned herself into a freak to become famous. That's what you have to do. You have to sell parts of yourself that you didn't think you would ever sell. She sold her dignity, and now she wears no clothes on stage, right? That's what you have to do. And it is what it is. And it makes you sad. And I think that this video is her projecting that sadness on people that she could have been.
They're really awesome. We have such different lives. They are, a lot of them are married with children, and like they have their own houses, and like, and to me, I'm like, I don't know when that's gonna happen for me. Like, I don't know when that is realistic, if ever. So,
do you want that?
Like, get married and
yeah.
I don't know. I like, part of me is like, is it even gonna be legal to marry like my wife one day?
She's
you know,
fully retarded.
I don't know. So
fully retarded.
But kids, all of my friends who have kids are in hell. I don't know anyone. I actually don't know anyone who's like happy and has children at this age. I've like
you've surrounded yourself
like
with
a 1-year-old, like 3-year-old, 4 and under, 5 and under. I literally have not met anyone who's happy, anyone who has like light in their eyes, anyone who has slept.
Yeah. It's just fucked up. I think if you ask anyone who has children, I don't know this, I don't have kids, but I hear that kids put life into perspective. It puts life through a new lens where your life is no longer for yourself, it's for your kids. That's the whole point, right? She wouldn't know that. So she just says, "Oh, they're not happy." Her happiness to her means living for yourself. And that's I don't know if it's a Luciferian, but it is a Satanist ideology. I don't know if I'm not putting that on her, but I am. I'm not going to lie. I am going to put that on her, but speaking about Satanism, here is a strange advertisement from, this is Duolingo, they're an app, and their job is to make you learn different languages. But this advertisement is very strange because it's a parody of Eyes Wide Shut. They have the big owl. Oh, their logo is literally an owl, like Moloch. Guys, if you don't know what Moloch is, look up Alex Jones. If you don't know who Alex Jones is, just look up Bohemian Grove. That's a quick That's a quick run by. That's a drive by. That's a drive by red pill right there. But and also Eyes Wide Shut. Watch that movie. It's real. It's real life. By the way, it's based on real life. It's real. But I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but they're an owl dressed in the red robes from the from Eyes Wide Shut when they do the sex witch ritual to kill the main character. But just watch the movie. It's a good movie. But and then little guys with small owl masks, like owl plush helmets, come by, take his robes off, and now he's wearing a bikini. An owl bikini. And now we've got a sex rave. And guys, remember that is a 10-second ad for Duolingo. Why are you doing that, Duolingo? You have now entered the no-go zone for me. You've entered the no-go zone for Matt. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please share with a friend. If you didn't, please tell me why below. And we'll play us out with Polyphia. This is a guy who plays the guitar. This guy's he's guitaring on the spectrum. This guy's special interest is guitar, and he's a freak. This is all electrical guitar.